Hey friends, um, I just got some really bad news, and I got it from a senator's office, from Marco Rubio's office. I sent in a request for them to help me with disability. You can do that if you're trying to get Social Security disability. And so after they received my request, I started receiving phone calls from disability. And they told me all these things that just were completely ridiculous. For instance, they said that my medications, they didn't have a list of my prescriptions. So this is the second time that I've applied. The first time I was denied, like back in, I was denied in January or February. And then they had until like July, like 13th or something, like right around now to make a decision. And they denied me. And this second time around, they told me that they didn't have a list of my medications. I literally brought my whole box of medications, which is not easy to do with Lyme disease. I have so many medications. I brought them in, and the police officers harassed me, the police officer at the Social Security office, because I had them. And they were like, "Are those all your medications?" And I was like, "No." Before I could say, "No, some of them are supplements," the guy was like, "You know it's illegal for you to be bringing other people's medications in here." I'm like, why would you say that? It's just like picking a fight for no reason. So anyways, I brought the whole box, and I had a list of the medications. I picked it up from my pharmacy. I was so prepared for this conversation with this lady. So I gave her all my paperwork. She refused. I had the list of medications. She was like, it was too long for her. So she did not enter it into the computer. So then she faxed all of it to Tallahassee from West Palm Beach, to the headquarters of Florida Social Security disability determinations. The state actually determines whether you're disabled or not, but the federal government pays the disability benefits. That's how it works. So that's why, I was working with people in Tallahassee. So, and then they were like, "Oh, you didn't fill out this paperwork." That's what they told Marcos Rubio. And I'm like, I filled out everything that they've sent to me. I answered every question that they had for me. And yeah, I even have a message with the lady there, that she hasn't made any return phone call to me. So, it's completely garbage. I've tried to get, food stamps, and I got them for a little bit, but then the second time I couldn't prove that I was underneath the minimum that they asked for. And the reason is they asked for your gross income, and I run an eBay business. So my gross income, say I had an item, for instance, this isn't what I have, but if I had an item that cost $1 million and I sold it for $1,001,001, I made $1. $1. And the government, who determines the food stamps, looks at that and says, "No, you made $1,001,001, and therefore you cannot get food stamps." So with my business, before you take out the costs of my storage unit, like postal fees, any of my cell phone, any of the things that I need for the business, the items themselves, I can't write off any of that in what they see. So they denied me on that basis. So I don't get any food stamps because of doing that. It's like I'd be better off just not working at all. If you work this much, you're not going to get help from the government. So just stop. Even if you can be productive in society, stop being productive, because that's the way that you're going to get help from the government. So I'm really frustrated. I'm really angry by the process. And here I am. I'm living in my car. I have Lyme disease. I'm like at the end of my rope, and like they're so blind to my need. And So I'm like, again, with no help. But I think the next step is to hire a disability lawyer and go through that process. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. I'm just really frustrated. Thanks for letting me share my frustration with Social Security and getting help. I love you guys. I appreciate all your prayers. And if I can be any help to you, if you have any questions about Lyme disease, or if you have questions about the Florida process for Social Security disability, please go ahead and ask them, and I'll do my best to help you out. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're interested in keeping up with me in my fight against Lyme disease and all these parts of it. And yeah, if you like the video, please like the video. And God bless y'all. Please keep praying for me, and keep going, friends. Bye-bye.